Ah, thank you. Are you okay? Swear to God, that goddamn demonic ram thing. You. Why? That's still hilarious. What happened to your screwdriver? I can't remember. Would you happen to know where I can find a battery for a flying machine? It's kind of an emergency. I do not know what a flying machine is. Any sort of large machinery would require a high capacity power cell. For example, the generator in the... God. Come on. I will fix you. I promise that. You will have power again. God damn it. Found a battery. Oh, nice. Honestly, I wasn't expecting it. Let's run the generator on one of the islands. The research station? Yeah, it was powering all the robots there. I felt bad for taking it. Ah, we can always just give it back later. Alright. We still need a few gears to put this engine back together. Please do what you must to find some. We found a music box. It should have gears in it, right? I assume so, but this looks like one of those that my father made. Your dad makes music boxes too? My dad makes lots of things. Where'd you get this from, by the way? A trader in the village gave it to me. I see. I remember father saying they used to trade with some of the people here. He did always love traveling this world despite, well... sorry, I started rambling. The gears in there are compatible with the machine, although it pains me to have to take it apart. Oh, I'm sorry. It's fine. Looks like the flying machine has a chance after all. I just have to assemble the pieces now, but it might take a while. Do you mind keeping me company? How's it going? Slow. The connectors in the battery were not designed for this type of engine, so I have to shift around some of these parts. And there's this bolt that keeps getting stuck and... Don't worry, I'm making decent progress. We should be able to make it to the city by tonight, if you say so. What will happen once we get there? We need to bring Proto back first. And then we need to get... And then we need to go find one more person. You may have already met her, actually. Do you remember her from the last time you were in this world? What does she look like? This is going to sound strange, but she is a fox. Oh, I do remember talking to a fox at one point. You've met Rue? The memories are still really blurry, though. I see. It's just hard, you know? Proto told me to think of this world like a dream, but then I got so caught up with... and I just kind of forget... I forget that everything here is supposed to be not real. And then I remember. And then I just get really sad. I know this is for me to go home, but... knowing that none of it mattered in the first place... Am I just trapped here for no reason? Proto also told me to not ask anyone in the world about this, saying how they don't understand. But what about him? How did he know? How do you know? Aren't you guys all supposed to be code? Well, I'm not sure what to even believe anymore. I wish Rue was here. She's so much better at explaining this sort of thing. I'm doing a terrible job of it. But I bet Proto was even less tactful, wasn't he? I'm afraid I must risk sounding... whatever that word means. But please, you need not concern yourself with how real everything is for now. The plan is already in motion. We cannot allow for distractions. Father's putting everything into this one last run of the world. The last chance for him to fix everything. Your father is involved in the world machine? You could say that. The acceleration of the square particle anomalies, that's how I speak, was not accounted for at all, though. Alola survived this cutscene. The patch was only built to accommodate the normal rate they appear, but they're accumulating at frightening speeds now. Proto even lost his body. Thankfully, he gave you the disc just in time. So, what happened to him anyway? What happens to anyone who gets caught in squares? I only know it's bad. Well, you know how the simulation works, right? How everything is code? Specifically, everything is generated from pre-existing code. Okay. The squares can cause damage to that code. Most of the time, irreversible damage. Father has lost some friends in previous iterations of the simulation. It took him forever to develop the current, much more stable version. You're making it sound like your dad built the simulation himself. Wait, did he? Yeah. But how? If everyone in this world is code, how can he build himself? That's, not really what happened. So, what happened? Like I said, you shouldn't concern yourself with... Alright. Did Prototype ever tell you about the old world? He did say something about being built to greet the Messiah of the old world. I was, too caught up with the other stuff at the time to think about it. Oh. You know of it, at least then. Alright, here we go. My father, myself, the other two. None of us are a part of the simulation itself. Our home world, the real world, was actually destroyed a long time ago. In the years leading up to the calamity, scientists from all over the world tried to stop it, but the outlook was bleak. The vague prophecy about a messiah from another world became everyone's last station of hope, sure. Prophetbot, or Prototype, was built to predict the future, about the specifics of the Messiah. But as his predictions turned out, the Messiah would not have been able to arrive to our world in time. In fact, the Messiah would not even have been born before our world ended. Disheartened, most people abandoned their research and resolved to peacefully live out their final years. But some people did the opposite. Even though saving the world was impossible, they didn't want our existence to be in vain. And that's where my father came in. With the last of his resources, he built his most ambitious project yet, the World Machine. A large, detailed... of the old world, generated from a pool of memories collected from everyone he knew. After a heavy amount of modification and an added narrative, my father was able to convert the entire structure into code. How did that code escape the old world? I have no idea. What I do know is there's no equipment back home that was powerful enough to run the code independently, so aside from the standard hardware, it also needed to borrow the mental processing abilities of a living person. Father used himself for that during the initial testing phases. Like I said, it took many iterations for him to make the experience stable enough. But as you can see, that's breaking down. Father caught on to the issue in the last minute, but did not have enough time to fix it. After the world ended, the code just kind of ended up floating in the void indefinitely, waiting for a willing operator to install it into their own hardware. Cub? Yeah, the operator, Cub, would then generate the universe using the code, becoming God in the process. So, Cub was the living person you needed to borrow? No? That would be you. But why me? I should have asked that question a long time ago, shouldn't I? I do not know. We really need to get going. Okay. I'm trying to just piece that together. So, he's saying that his dad is the creator of this game. They needed me to launch the game, and during the initial testing phases, alpha and beta, I guess, he used himself, obviously. This guy right here might be... My best guess is that the person who made OneShot put his son into the game. Either that or made this person like his son? And then the code was floating in the void, Steam, until I opened it up. Or something. God damn. Like, I know it's basic, like, he's just talking about there was a dev, he made a game, put it on Steam, I opened it up. But I'm just trying to, like, put his words into... just translate them a bit. God, this is weird. We can leave in the next... I think he made his son in this game. He also said that his dad's world ended a long time ago? Which, that part, that's what really confuses me. Or it might have been like... when he says the initial world, it might have been like... I don't know. Like the initial version on the dev's computer before turning it into the final product and putting it up for sale. Something like that. So like he ended the world, ended alpha, and put it into... I don't know. That's my best guess. We can leave in the next 5 minutes if you are ready. Alright. Imagine a guy making a universe simulator on planet Krypton. I understand if you're upset, but please, try to understand. My father is doing this to help all of us. And that includes you, Nico. The fact that you can't even go back home, I'm sure it upsets him greatly. The world means a lot to him, you know? So, how does flying work? Wait, don't these machines already exist in your world? You should already know what to expect. Not really. I've only heard about them. They're usually a lot bigger than this one anyway. Ah. Well, a word of precaution before we take to the air. Please try not to panic. It takes a few minutes of getting used to, but it's not that bad once you're in the air. I'll try. Oh, I should probably tell Calamus and Alola where I'm going. You mean those two running over here now? Yeah, words. Nico! And you couldn't fix the glitches before the world ended. Planet Krypton was Superman's homeworld before it was doomed. Well, I get that. The developer of OneShot doesn't live on planet Krypton, though. Bad news. The boat is gone. Hey, it's the squares. It looks like they're headed in this direction. That's fast. Calamus, right? Yeah? How bad is it? Doesn't seem to be of immediate danger. Then it is of priority that I take you to the city first, Nico. But what about them? I can make a detour later and drop you guys off in the city too if you want. The city is better equipped to handle the squares. You'll be safer there. You're taking us to the city? If you wish. Oh yeah. Alright. I'll be back here in an hour, so please wait for me until then. Please live. You guys sure you'll be fine here? Mm-hmm. The squares are still moving pretty slowly for now. Alright then. Guess we'll run into each other again soon. I'm ready to go. Alright. Please live. This music is wonderful. We're just gonna listen to this for a little bit. Phew. Made it. You landed on such a tiny space. You, sir, are an amazing pilot. Holy crap. You okay there? That was the coolest thing I've done in my entire life. Reactions from first-timers are always delightful to watch. That's adorable. Hey, Cub. That was really fun. Did you have fun too? I mean, you weren't on the plane with me, but you got to watch it at least, right? And Cedric? Yeah? Thanks. What for? Flying. Oh, you're welcome. And for answering my questions back there, too. And for telling me more about the World Machine. I'm just really sorry what happened to your old world, though. So, I'll help you the best I can. And even if it's all just a machine, this world is still nice. I mean, I got to fly, I got to see the ocean, and I got to meet a lot of nice people. People like you. And Prototype, even if he's broken right now. I'm glad you're taking it so well, Nico. And I'm glad that we have met as well. Despite the circumstances. Speaking of Proto, I should probably head off now. I need to go pick up the siblings too. That's true. Those two have been waiting for a while now. In the meantime, do you remember what to do to get to the surface? I remember having to fix an elevator button. Alright, you should attend to that then. Let's meet up in an hour, okay? Got it. Alright, now let me just... God damn it. Give me the memory disk. Alright. Listen carefully. It's likely to be targeted again. It's likely I'll be targeted again, so we should split up to keep you safe. I want you to find a door under a large clock. The room behind it houses a pair of ground access elevators. Once you get to the ground, immediately find Drew and bring her back to the room. She will know what to do in the meantime. Alright, what about you though? I'm going to bring Prototype back. Okay. Are you okay? What? Are you okay? Don't worry, I'm fine. Don't scare me like that. Hey, Cub. Let's do our best. I don't know how they'll be okay. But they'll be okay. Yeah. I need to go get the stuff, not talk to this guy. Excuse me? Whoa, you're you. elevator is missing a button, right? How did you know? Kevin and I will help you fix it. Seriously? Oh, thank goodness. The evacuees are counting on this, on me. But I've been here for hours and can't figure out a thing. Evacuees? You know, from the West Apartments. The square stuff wrecked the place yesterday. Oh. Right now, everyone's crowded in the cafe. We really want to get everyone to the surface as soon as possible, though. The library on the surface doubles as a shelter for situations like this. I see. Wait, didn't we find the magnets and stuff in the apartments code? The what? Looks like we'll have to find some other way to fix the button. Holy fudge! Looks like Kevin and I will have to find another way down altogether. But this is the only elevator in the area. We'll think of something. Door under a clock. Door under a clock. Nice sensor. That brief moment of, there's a kid with me. This. It is this. It is this. It is this. That's what this was for. Oop. That's the wrong one. But it's the only one. 596-700. Didn't think so. Documents. There's my games, OneShot. No. What's this? This is... I don't see anything else I could do. Too sad about a Lola to laugh. They'll be okay somehow. Maybe not right now, but... This is the only code I have. And it didn't work. Screen maybe? No. It says documents. $596-700. These are the ones from earlier. That was the one from earlier, so I assumed it wouldn't be the same thing, but I guess it is. didn't lead anywhere last time. I'm a dumbass. NPCs can't move because they're NPCs. No, they can. I blame OneShot. I got them. Found some elevators. What? Seriously? I've literally never seen another one in this area. It was in a locked room. Oh. Do they, work? We don't know yet. One of them has a lever that's out of my reach. Wait, you can help us. What? You should be able to reach the lever, because you're taller than me. Oh, I guess I am? So, show me the way, I suppose. Oh, you teleported. Alright. This room gives me the creeps, man. Oh, same. Yep. So, what did you need help with again? Can you reach that lever up there? Oh, right. Wait. I'm not that tall. Well, it was worth a shot. Wait, I got this. Nice. Thank you, mister. No problem, kid. So, you coming? Oh, go in, please. We're here. Oh, neat. Oh, looks like this elevator works alright. I'll, go get the evacuees, I suppose. What is going on? This is square stuff, isn't it? There aren't any in here, but I can hear them just outside the door. Yeah, hold on, maybe Cub and I can... No, it's okay. Looks like the squares aren't inside the elevator yet. You're in a hurry, right? Go do what you need to do. But what about you? I'll figure something out. Okay. I doubt the other one will, but I'm gonna try it anyway. Oh, wow. Please, you mustn't... The labs could collapse at any moment now. Let go of me. Oh. I couldn't stop him. At least he made it out alive. Miss? Messiah. Oh, you came at an awful time. Come on, we have to get out of here. Where to? Everyone else is... where everyone else is right now. Miss Silverpoint, you've returned. I got one again. I got one again. Aha, George sees that you have found the Messiah. Yeah. We ran into each other after this boy forced himself into the lab complex. I couldn't stop him. I don't know why he was being so insistent. He said he needed to go rebuild a robot. Oh, you know him? Yeah. Aha, building a robot. So that's what he needed the block for. Come again? A boy with white hair and goggles ran in here not long ago. That's Cedric, yeah. He grabbed one of the blocks from my very impressive... God damn it. Why did I get one? Archives upstairs and bolted straight out. He said it was an emergency, so George let it slide. George hopes he's okay. Yeah, I hope he's alright too. With any luck, maybe the lab complex can hold up long enough for him to... Oh my gosh, it was... the labs? That poor kid. No. Not him too. I'm sorry about your friend. The last time we spoke, he told me to go look for someone on the surface. I need to get going. George won't let you go out there. The Messiah will not walk into danger on my watch. But George is right. The squares seem to be targeting a lot of the weaker constructs in the city. Only the library has enough structural integrity to withstand the collapse. It's best if you stayed here until things stabilize, however long it takes. But... okay. But... what about my mission? Don't you guys want me to bring the sun back at least? Even if you do restore the sun, the squares will persist. Sadly. Not to mention, even getting there is going to be hard. If the world is like this, then there's no telling what's going on in the tower. And if anything bad happened to the Messiah of all people, George doesn't want to think of it. Sigh. A friend of mine said something about this forever ago. It's better for the world to die naturally. No living being should have to carry that burden. At the time, I thought it was still her faulty code speaking, but now I'm starting to understand. Messiah, I'm sorry. I'm really, really sorry. All this time we've burdened you with our hope, our fate, blissfully ignoring the fact that you are just a lost child. Well, you're probably more scared than any of us, aren't you? We've been dealing with tragedy for so long it's become background noise to us now. But for you, it must be so terrifying. And now you're stuck here with the rest of us, being held back by the very people you were told to save, who must seem so ungrateful. It's... okay. When I first came to this world, a long time ago, back then all I wanted was to go home. God, do you remember? The very first time. I'm not sure how far back it was for you, but I remember towards the end, I actually wasn't sure anymore about going home. Even knowing the world would be doomed eventually, I still wanted the people here to be happy. So, when you told me to return the sun, back then, I didn't even question it. But then I just came back. You what? And then I found out about the world being like this. Prototype said to forget the things he told me, and Cedric told me not to think about it too much, but I'm sorry for getting upset at you, back at the mines. I thought, for you to know all that, yet continue doing this, it just seemed cruel. But then I realized something. You really want to save both the world and me. But at the end, you can only choose one, right? Is it really hard for you too? It must be. If the world isn't broken, will that choice still be there? Do you still need to choose between one or the other? But even if it is, I really want to save this world, Cub. Even if it's more dangerous this time around. Even if so many of the nice people we met were... Cub, I'm not afraid anymore. That's why I think you guys should let me go. I promise I'll be okay. Please? George has heard your conversation with Cub and is deeply moved. That's why George has full faith in you. Well, if George is fine with it, I guess we should let you go now, Messiah. But promise us that you'll be careful, okay? Mm-hmm. You guys be safe too. Can't get past here, can I? Where are the glitches at? Wait a second. This is where I was supposed to go. You're here. Nico. Are you real? Yes. Did you already meet the others? Yeah, but everything is in place then. Come on, let's go back to the clock room. Clock room? It's probably the wrong way. Clock room. It's not here, I don't think. Okay. You don't even want to try and get pancakes? I can't. The bridge was destroyed, and everyone's at the library for evacuation. Or trying to evacuate or something. I don't even know. I don't know where the clock room is. You, fox that I am incapable of looking at for some reason. Where's the clock room? It was literally just here. Here? No way it's here. That's the entrance to the tower. I think. Kind of. I don't even know how I got in the tower. I just kind of teleported in there. Closed the game and then I was in oblivion. Opened it back up and there it was. I don't think that's the clock room. Oh no, wait a find out, I guess. Wait, hang on. I can't get through here, can I? No. That's not it, then. The way I entered the world the last time was by closing it, and that was the only time that that little notification thing didn't pop up. So that shouldn't have any effect. I don't know what it could be talking about, though. Maybe the room with the clock person? I can't even get back there, I don't think. Yeah, that pathway is blocked off. Well, I would talk to this fox if I was capable of looking at it. Well, I've been there 3 times now. Stop doing that. Yeah, that's the elevator over to the left. This way is blocked off, I think. Yep. This way was stuck. Well, I can try, I guess. Probably gonna scare Nico. Unless he remembers this from before. And I don't know. Yeah, he does remember it. Okay. Are you serious? Are you serious? Where are the other two? Prototype and Cedric. They're supposed to be here already. Prototype's body was destroyed back in the Barrens. Cedric was going to bring him back with the memory disk, but he was in the lab complex when it collapsed. I don't think he made it. Oh. Oh. There goes our only chance. I'm sorry. It's not your fault, Nico. If anything, I should be apologizing to you. There's one last thing I want to do. Come on, let's go upstairs. Upstairs. Up the elevator.